morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our nurses all around the world. So, ayan, world pa talaga yung pagkakasabi natin, no? So, I'm Kia, I'm Grandison Nursing's Marketing Associate, and I'll be your Grandison Espresso Lounge host for today. So, where this is your virtual coffee table, a place to catch up with you, our nurses, therapists, and partners. So, we encourage you to share your voice and experience to educate and inspire Filipino nurses that no hashtag American Dream is impossible when you have the courage and the right partner. Grandison USA. Ayan. So we have our special guest all the way from Pennsylvania, USA, Nurse Jean Mark Guinte. Ayan. So hi Nurse Jean. So we would like to thank you again for giving us this opportunity to have you as our guest for today's Grandison Espresso Lounge. So Nurse Jean, can you kindly introduce yourself to our dear nurses na nanonood sa atin.
Okay. Yeah, like what you said, ma'am. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, kung saan man kayo ngayon. My name is Gene Gimte, and I'm originally from Davao, and I'm one of the Grandison nurses who was like na now they were able to like send here in the US. So hello sa inyong lahat.
Yan. So, thank you so much, Nurse Jean. So, again, no, for question, ating first question, Nurse Jean, is we would like to ask you, and a way for us to introduce yourself as Grandison Nurse
Mhm.
is, when did you arrive in the US? And how many years have you
Okay.
been working in the United States with Grandison?
Okay. We arrived here um, with with my family in March 2023. So last year lang. So technically, I'm here 1 year and a couple of months na as one of the nurses for Grandison. And actually, this is not my first time to work here in the US. I was here
Oh,
before 2009, but that was yeah, and that was under a H-1B working visa. So I was assigned in Mississippi, and ang nangyari kasi they were not able to like um process my papers. So what happened? I had no choice but to go back to the Philippines. Umuwi kami ng pamilya ko. So and I just told myself na yeah, maybe one day we'll be coming back. And true enough, through Grandison, ito, we're here. So we're very blessed and we're very happy that we're able to come back dito sa States.
ayan. So, it's nice to hear, no, sir, na hindi lang ikaw mag-isa na pumunta sa US, but alongside with you is with your family, no? So, at the same time, sir,
Mhm.
when it comes to when Grandison deployed you, can you tell us more about your arrival in the United States, like from the assistant, apartment, social
Mhm.
security number, or the SSN, no? And at the same time, especially you having your dependents there in the United States, can you tell us more
Mhm.
about how did Grandison help you and your dependents for you to go there in the United States? Meaning going back to the
Mhm.
United States since you said you've
Yeah.
already worked in the US.
Yes. Well, technically, the arrival was pretty smooth. Siguro swerte lang din kami because we have like family here. It was easier. But with Grandison also, it was like okay din siya because and I was like for those nurses who will be coming in, you will meet Sam. Sam is like the one who picks up the nurses from the airport, and he's a pretty much he's a cool guy. Parang he would really take care of you. And yeah, when you arrive here, there's like merong naka-assign na parang it's a staff house where they would doon tayo mag-stay for a while we process our um yun nga, yung social security numbers and yung mga bank accounts and all, and then the telephones that we would need. Siyempre, it's different here, right? So yun, in with regards to assistance naman with Grandison, I have no like problem because they were really like helping us out. from picking up to the airport to like situating us with all the necessary things that we need. Um, Hands down, Grandison really like they really help us out. So isa na yun sa mga bagay na parang natanggal sa amin na worry. So yeah.
Alright. So, thank you, Nurse Jean. Ayan. So, medyo naglag lang sa akin, Nurse Jean, pero that's okay. So, medyo bumalik naman na siya. I think it's the internet here in the Philippines, no? Medyo ano talaga siya. Nagkakaproblema tayo sa internet. Pero anyway, sir, no. So it's nice to hear that Grandison really helped you and your family throughout your starting journey or your transition there in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So can we
Mm-hmm.
get a little personal at the same time, no? I want just also to greet you a happy work anniversary kahit late na. Ayan. So can we get a
Thank you.
little personal and ask you, kamusta ka ngayon in the United States? Kamusta ang hashtag American life and the start of your American dream or journey, no, with your family there in the United States?
Mm. Well, it's more of really being thankful, very blessed, very grateful for the opportunity to be here, especially kasama yung family. Um, it's weird because I didn't really expect to na makakabalik because after kasi when I was here first, we came back to the Philippines 2012 and then nawala na talaga siya sa isip ko. I didn't really expect that I would be coming back. But like, there's this thought of, at the back of my head always na, yeah, in time. Because I also made a promise to my son. Because my son was born here. So
Oh,
he's an
US
American
citizen.
citizen.
All right.
We, yeah, we left and went back dyan sa atin. He was just 6 months old and now he's 12. So along the way, I was telling him na, you know what, you're an American citizen, and I promise you, I'll bring you back there. So I think one of the factors then was I don't want to say, but during COVID time, because when COVID hit, I was working in a corporate job. I wasn't in nawala ako sa medical field for like 6 years. Mhm. I
Mm,
worked in a corporate job in a digital agency. But when COVID hit, um, yung company namin closed down because the clients were not bringing in jobs anymore. So that made me decide to like, you know what? I guess it's time to go back to my original profession as a nurse. And at that time, they were kailangan din kasi ng mga nurses that time. So I
yes,
guess it's a blessing in disguise, but like in a hindi siya not in a nice way because of COVID nga.
yes,
But true enough, when I saw the post sa Facebook with Grandison, I was like, they're looking for nurses. Like, and then, let me try this out. So what I did was like, like I just sent like a like a letter, like parang resume of some sort. And yun nga, Miss Jonah, ma'am,
yes,
you're
mamita.
you're you're the best. Yeah, she really like answered all the questions that I need na kailangan kong malaman about the opportunity. And yeah, then the rest was history. So yeah, we're here.
Wow, that's so nice to hear, no, sir. So I think part din talaga sa life natin na parang there will be signs for you to continue your journey. So at the same time, for you,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
ang dahilan mo naman or reason mo naman is because of your son, right? So may iba-iba tayong reason
Mm-hmm.
going to the United States. Yung iba talagang pangarap na makapunta ng US,
Mm-hmm.
makasama yung family nila sa US.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a really big deal for you to have your family there, and especially your son going back to the United
Mm-hmm.
States, no? So for
And also, to add
go, sir.
lang din doon sa ano, I know it's parang um it would really take time. But like for me, it took me like 10 years to to be able to come back. So
Yes.
it's always in there sa back of my head na, yeah, in time, I'll be back. So yeah, 10 years. In 10 years, like, yeah, we're back. So very thankful with Grandison.
Yes. I think okay lang din yun, sir, 'no? So, wala din naman siya sa years, 'no? So, at least
Mhm.
you still have the chance to continue and you were given the opportunity to continue your life there in the United States. So,
Mhm.
going back there in the United States, what was the biggest challenge that you had during your first week or the month of your transition there in the United States? Especially for you, you have an experience na sa US working in the United States.
Mhm.
So, how was Grandison was able to help you get through it on the challenges when it comes to transitioning there in the United States on the first month? Ayan.
Mhm. Um, Kasi the facility that I am in right now is a nursing home, is a skilled nursing facility. So it's my first time then to work with sa ganong setup. During the first week, um, the good thing with the facility is that they were they were in full support in terms of like training, yung mga kailangan kong malaman, and um, there was this nurse who was like assigned to me, um, and she was very very helpful then, and if it's kung hindi dahil sa kanya, I wasn't able to like really get an understanding and a grasp of how to operate in a nursing home setup, because yun nga, my background before was in the hospital. So when I came here, nursing home is just different. It's a different ball game. Um, you get to deal with like a lot, a lot of patients. Well, we don't call them patients; we call them residents. Um, but yun nga, as you go along, as you understand the ins and outs of working in a nursing home, you get the grasp. Parang you will understand, okay, this is ganito pala dapat, ganito ganito, because it's different. The hospital setting is different from a nursing home, and you get to see them like every day. I mean, me personally, I've established some relationship na rin with the residents. Especially these are old people. These are like people na um who would really need much care, and some of them don't have families anymore. So kasi tayong mga Pilipino, we're familial, we're very much into family. So
Agree.
we 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 feel na parang, why is it na parang they don't take care of their elders, like why do they, bakit iniiwan lang nila sa nursing home, ganun.
Sir,
But
agree.
you will get but you will get to understand kung bakit ganun. So that's part of the job, I guess. So yeah.
Ayun. So, I see 'no, sir, buti na lang meron din talaga tumutulong sa'yo on your transition there in the United States. And especially totoo, sir, yung sinasabi mo na iba talaga kapag Pilipino ka pagdating sa mga elders 'no. So, pagdating mo
Mhm.
sa US, andun pala yung realization na, ay ito pala yung dahilan 'no. So, ang
Yeah.
mga Pinoy kasi grabe yung sympathy or empathy nila pagdating sa mga matatanda or sa
Mhm.
magulang nila 'no. So, medyo
Yes.
soft-hearted
Correct. Yeah.
tayo. So, eto sir,
Yeah.
ang question na 'to is actually coming from one of our nurses also there na nasa US na. So, um, he would like to suggest din 'no, ano po ba yung duties and responsibilities niyo when it comes to skilled nursing facility or SNF? So, ito yung
Mhm.
sa gusto niyang mapa-share kaso nakalimutan niya i-share last time.
Uh,
Yan.
well, in a skilled nursing facility, obviously you're expected to provide yung, care to these people. You give them medications. You look at all aspects ng kanilang health, and the good ang what's different kasi here in the States is like you work as a team. Parang you are part of a big group that takes care of these people. So your your input matters, kung ano man yun, because ikaw yung you have a direct contact with these residents or with these patients on a daily basis. So whatever input or whatever um, information na pwede mo ma-share sa team, it's valuable because nga you're always you take care of them on a daily basis. And workload wise, yeah, it's tough kasi nga, like for me now, I have like sa wing ko, I have like 30 residents. So you have to take care of all of them, give them medications, all the treatments that you need to provide. So hindi siya madali. So it's really you will really get your money's worth here. Like alam mo yun, you really have to work for it. Really have to like um um be ano tawag dito? Just be positive lang on a daily basis because there will be times now you would really doubt yourself. Kaya ko ba talaga ito? I mean, can I do this? Parang ganun. But at the end of the day, it's all about you and how you would like how you would motivate yourself. And but there's always support. The facility is always there for you if you have like an issue. Also, you can also go directly to Grandison. More than willing, they're more than willing to help. More than willing. So, yeah, aking
Wow.
experience here.
So, that's nice to hear, Nurse Jean, na out of all the things or challenges na nafe-feel mo or na-experience mo, Grandison is always there to help you. So, of course, aside from
Mhm.
Grandison, did you have any other support system? Like, of course, your family there with you in the United States to get
Mhm.
through those challenges.
Mhm.
So, ayan, sir.
Yeah, yun lang din, like I mentioned earlier, medyo we're just ano lang din, blessed kasi nga we have family members here. My mom is here. She's also a nurse.
Oh,
She also works in a skilled nursing facility in New York naman. So it's kind of odd lang, mom, because my setup right now is my family is in New York and I'm here in Pennsylvania working. So
oh,
it's kind of
grabe.
like I yeah I work I come here to Pennsylvania and then work, and then on the weekends I go to New York to be with them. So I've been doing that for a year, like you know. But it's part of the experience. It's part of being here sa state. So yeah, it's a great experience. And
Grabe,
malaking
sir.
tulong din talaga, ma'am. Malaking tulong
Mm,
din talaga if you
family
have like
here.
family members here.
Yes.
Because if in case na something happened, you could always like um, ask
Someone
for
to
help
reach out.
na, and then yeah. So yun, ma'am, it's important na ano, na
So,
you have a family.
grabe pala, sir, 'no, yung pagod niyo, 'no? So, from weekdays, you're there in
Huh?
Pennsylvania, then weekends,
Very
New
Pennsylvania.
York. Grabe.
Yeah.
So, at
It's a
least
it's a it's a it's a 3 hour drive. It's a 3 hour drive, but like you get to ano din. You get to That's my time when I decompress
oh,
to lessen my stress when I drive home. That's my time. I listen to music. I open my windows. I drive. Like you enjoy the scenery. Yun ang maganda dito sa States. There's a lot of like magandang places to see when you go on road trips. So it's worth it. It's worth it. The 3 hour drive is worth it. So yeah.
ayan. So, ang ganda naman pala ng experience niyo, sir, 'no? So, especially, 'no, ayun yung sinasabi natin sa mga nurses natin, na when it comes to going to the United States, you're not just working but also enjoying the view ng sa
Oh yeah.
US.
Yep.
Kasi mas fresh siya compared dito sa Philippines.
Mhm.
Pagdating mo ng Philippines, puro makikita mo mga highway lang. So, sa US may
Yeah.
makikita ka pang scenery, 'no? So, ayun yung
Mhm.
kinagandahan. So, sir, since you've mentioned having a car there in the United States, did you avail
Mhm.
one of Grandison perks or Grandison's car loan assistance?
Mhm. It was offered to me when nung dumating kami dito, but I didn't take it because my mom has an extra card, so that was the one I
Ah,
was using.
I see.
That was the one I was using right now. But for those nurses who are like planning to come here, and then that program ng Grandison, like to have like a car assistance, that's something that is very much helpful. Kasi nga, we all know it's not easy to get a car here because they would look into a lot of things like your
Credit
credit score and
score.
all your. So I suggest you take advantage of it if you're given the chance. Siguro swerte lang din for me because I have like family here na may mga extras. So I was able to like use that, and at the same time nakasave na rin. Nakatulong
Yes,
na
ang
rin
laki
in
niyang tipid,
savings
sir.
because yeah, kasi nga malaki yung if you get a car, it's not gonna be medyo mabigat yun. Medyo malaking ano yun, malaking chunk yun out of your paycheck. So yeah, but the car program that Grandison, maganda yun. It's a very, very nice program. And yeah, I encourage yung mga nurses, if they're on their way here or they're already here, yeah, take advantage of it. Kasi nga, mahirap lang sasakyan dito.
Totoo, sir. Kasi medyo
Mhm.
malalayo kasi yung pupuntahan pagdating sa United
Mhm.
States, no? So,
Yep.
at the same time, sir, since you've said you're there in Pennsylvania, your family is in New York. So,
Mhm.
was it hard to get you an apartment and how much does the apartment cost? Like, talaga bang sobrang mahal niya? May
Yeah.
other fees pa ba na kailangan bayaran?
Mhm.
Especially, I think you're only there in Pennsylvania. Am I right?
Yeah.
Your family is
I'm the
there
only
in
one
New
here.
York. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, can you tell us more about that, sir? And did Grandison also help you when it comes to finding your apartment there in Pennsylvania?
Mhm. Um, about my housing situation here. During my first month, Grandison, like sila yung nag-settle sa akin in a place. So that was they paid for it for a month. So that was a big help na rin. And then after that, it's funny kasi nga I was like, yeah, I'm here in Pennsylvania, but I need to go back to New York to my family.
Yes.
So what happened? I met a Filipino family here sa Lancaster, and they're from Davao too, which is like wow, parang grabe
Oh,
naman.
meant to be.
So yeah, so what happened after my month stay dun sa dun sa place na provide ni Grandison, they were very much like open to like take me in. So I stayed at their house for, I think it's for like 3 months. So since I was telling them that it's so hard to get an apartment because they would really look into a lot of things. So they said, "Okay, Gene, just stay with us for a couple of months, and then as you're figuring it out, dito ka lang muna sa amin. We'll help you out." And that's a good thing. That's a good thing with us Filipinos. We would really help each other. Um, Kasi nga that sabi nga nila, it's also our way of like giving back because like we're very much blessed to be here. And they have a nice house. They have a spare room. So done. I was staying at the spare room, but I even told them, yeah, ate, I'll pay rent. So no, you don't have to pay rent. Just
Wow.
just figure it out first. I know because we've been there. We've been in your situation. We know it's not easy. So they it was. I really feel so blessed now. I was able to meet them as well. And then after that 3 month stay, parang I was sabi ko parang ano na, parang sobra na, I
Nakakahiya
mean,
na.
kaya.
Hmm.
So what I did moving forward, I was able to reach out to this lady who was an Airbnb. She has an Airbnb. So what happened is like I talked to her. I told her, I'll be here long term in Lancaster. Can we do like a monthly deal? So yun, I was able to like get an Airbnb for a month, and it was way cheaper compared to having an apartment. Kasi nga, I think here in Lancaster, a two-bedroom apartment would cost you around 1,300 to 1,500. So
Mahal.
medyo mabigat. But right now, currently, I'm in my new apartment. So
Wow,
blessing.
nakapag-settling ka na, sir.
Yes, yes. Yeah, actually wala pang gamit masyado. Well, like, hey, I'm so blessed to be here.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's a 15-minute drive, 15 to 20-minute drive to work, so it's not that far. So I chose this place because it's way cheaper than in Lancaster City mismo, or in, yeah, medyo mahal na kasi doon sa loob eh. So
Hmm.
those are the sacrifices that you need to make para naman di masyado mabigat on our end. So, yan ma'am.
Wow, it's nice to hear, no, sir, na ikaw, kahit hindi man lang si Grandison, I mean, added na nakatulong si Grandison sa'yo when it comes to adjusting to your apartment or moving out doon sa
Yeah.
ating free accommodation, no? At the same
Mhm.
time, it's nice to hear na kabayan to kabayan, no?
Oh yeah.
Nagtutulungan talaga. So, sir, can I ask also na how did you prepare for your first day of work? Or what is your most remarkable adjustment there in the United States? Like after 10 years gap na simula
Mhm.
nung nag-work ka sa US and going back to the United States. Ayan.
Mhm.
So, how did you prepare for it?
First day of work, a lot of prayers because I didn't know what to expect. I just opened my mind now. Okay, this is where you are right now, Gene. You will be working. You will be back as a nurse. You will be working as a nurse again. It's been a while. It's been 10 years. But ang ano lang kasi if you have the basics, if you know the basics of nursing, you won't have a problem. Kasi nga, I felt like parang bumalik lang siya lahat when I was started working again. Um, the skills came back. Your concepts, your ideas will just come back. So it's very important na hindi naman important, but like it would be a plus if you have an um, experience na medyo medyo
Tuloy-tuloy.
mahaba-haba. Tuloy-tuloy because nga nursing is a very dynamic profession. Maraming changes na there are a lot of changes happening on a maybe on a yearly basis or monthly basis, and you just need to be ready. You just need to have an open mind about it. And yeah, the first day it was daunting. Parang it's intimidating. It's daunting because first and foremost, I wasn't just this is my first time to work in a nursing home, and I didn't really know what to expect. But gaya ng sabi ko earlier, with the support that I got from the facility, and with the support that I got from Grandison, it was a breeze. I mean, I just made sure na I was able to like give the best care to these residents. So yun ang ano.
Ayan. So, that's nice to hear, Nurse Jean. So, at the same time, ang hirap talaga kapag wala kang experience. Pero at least, you have the opportunity, kahit may working gap ka, nakabalik ka sa
Mhm.
pagiging sa pag-nursing or matuloy mo yung nursing career mo, no? So, that is
Yeah.
one of the benefits of Grandison's program. So,
Mhm.
when it comes to your experience, no, is what are the tips can you give to your fellow nurses on how can they make their arrival in the US more smoother, especially siguro sa mga walang family or dependents na pupunta
Mhm.
diyan. So, and most
Mhm.
of all, how can they actually make the patient care more manageable? Since katulad mo sir na parang it's a huge adjustment especially na panibagong setup siya or setting siya since you
Mhm.
it's your first time working in a nursing home or skilled nursing facility?
Mhm. Mhm. Siguro, piece of advice for those people who are, or for those nurses who will be coming in, um, whether you have a family or not. I know parang we have, we plan out, we have this, we have a tendency to really like plan things out, but we also need to expect that, you know, plans don't really happen. Sometimes may
Yes,
mga plano na it doesn't happen. So I suggest just to have an open mind and be prepared to whatever, kung ano man yung mangyayari. And Grandison will always be there to help. Um, that's not a problem. It's not a question if they will help or not. They will. They will always be there. So um, I remember during the orientation when we were in the in sa headquarters ng Grandison in New Jersey, I was able to meet a lot of people. Sila boss Ravi, I guess. Yeah,
Ravi.
it was yeah,
Yeah.
it was a great, it was a great experience. So I mean, the fact that you were able to meet the 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 head of the of Grandison, it's a reassuring feeling of okay, um, I'm okay. I know I have someone to
Reach out.
yeah, to reach out and then ask for help. So sila Miss Caitlin, you know, sila, yeah. So it was like parang ano na yun, parang plus na yun na you know that there's someone na will be there to help you if you would reach out to them. So yeah.
Yes. So that's nice to hear, no, sir. Especially na parang doon pa lang maiisip mo na rest assured that you have someone to
Mhm.
reach out to, especially for Grandson. And at the same time sa management natin na higher ups. Kasi especially
Yeah.
here, compared sa Philippines, no, is mas madaling i-reach out yung mga mahirap i-reach out yung mga higher ups. So
Mhm.
when you have your orientation with them, rest assured na, ay puwede ko silang malapitan, 'no? So,
Yep.
ayan. So,
Yeah.
when it comes to, especially going back to your experience, sir, there in the United
Mhm.
States as of now, how was the first year of your experience there in the US felt like? And ano yung na-feel mo going back to the United States, especially with your family, kahit na weekends mo lang silang nakakasama?
Like I said earlier, nga, ma'am, it's really a blessing to be here. We are very much grateful na we were able to come back. Yun nga, to be honest, I didn't really expect na I would be able to come back. I'm very much thankful to Grandison for this opportunity and to be able to, you know, to 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 call yourself like a an immigrant. It's a different feeling. It's a parang wow, I'm part
Yes.
of a society that is like, you know, parang
Iba
okay.
yung
So
iba yung benefits niya.
yeah, yeah, true. And if you work hard, you'll be like, you will be um you will compensated well. Yun ang maganda dito sa States kasi when you just work hard, you will definitely be compensated. Um my 1 year, it's been like 1 year of work, and I'm learning a lot. And just also at the same time, I was able to like establish relationships also with the residents. Like some of them would say, na, you know what, Gene, every time you're not here, it's different. Um, I don't know. I don't know why they say that. Parang every time na,
Wow.
yeah, they do mention. I mean, these people, kasi they observe. They're very observant, especially these elders. And then they would also tell you, you know what, Jean, that nurse, I don't like her. I don't like her. You know, parang,
May
you'll be
gano'n
like, what?
pala.
What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, what do you mean you don't like? I just don't like her. She doesn't do her job. Like, so it's nakaka ng puso when you hear that to with your residents, na knowing that you're doing your job, you are you are taking care of them. And you know, every time I leave on Fridays, they would say, Gene is not gonna be here again for a couple of days. So yeah, they will always say that, like, I mean, not just for me, but like siguro for all of us Filipino nurses, kasi nga we are very much, um, we really make sure that we give the what is due to our residents, to our patients. So
Yes.
all out kasi tayo. We don't choose. We just do our job. We make sure that they feel that they are taken care of. So yeah, it's a rewarding feeling to be able to give care to these people, even if they're not our, they're from a different race. So, but yun nga, the good thing with them naman kasi is they're very much appreciative. They will really tell you in your face na, you know what,
Yes.
Gene, you're doing a great job. Ganun. They will really tell you na parang you're doing good, or they will also tell you, you know what, Gene, you're not doing this right. Ganun. So you just have to have an open mind. Kasi tayong Pilipino, masyado tayong ano eh. There are times when we are
Sensitive.
like, oh, sensitive tayo masyado. So, but yun nga, just have an open mind, and yeah, you'll be all right. Everything will be all right. So,
Alright. So, thank you, Nurse Jean. So, iba talaga kapag na-appreciate ka ng patient mo, no? Iba pa rin
mm,
yung feeling na yun. Parang, it's a way of, to continue your work at the same time nakaka-motivate siya. Kasi
yeah.
especially iba pa rin yung feeling kapag you're being appreciated, especially for your side na ay nag-a-adjust pa ako. Parang panibago pa to pero I can feel the residents or yung mga elders na naaalagaan niyo diyan, no, is talaga
Mhm,
na-appreciate kayo and nakikita nila yung effort niyo. Especially of
mhm.
that characteristic nila na being observant, no? So, since Nurse Jean is nabanggit niyo na yung pag-aalaga niyo sa mga elders natin or sa mga residents natin, I think it is one of your favorite part of working there in the US na na-appreciate ka. So, is there any other experience other than that na naging favorite part or a significant impact on your professional growth during your Grandison journey?
Siguro ma'am, the idea na you get to work in a different setup na where I was used to, because I was sa hospital nga ako before, and then now I'm here in a nursing home, which is different. Yeah, you will learn a lot. Then you will also learn a lot, but it's on a different level compared to the hospital. Kasi nga, I feel like parang when you're in a nursing home, it's more, you get more attached to these people because nga, first and foremost, these are elders. You get to see them every day. You get to take care of them every day.
Matagal mo
And
silang makakasama.
yes, you will also, like, they will also, when they feel comfortable, they will also start to, share their stories, why they're there, bakit sila andun. Um, and then you would understand, oh, wow, parang swerte pa rin ako kasi nga the family that I have is like, intact, parang ganun. But sila dito, they're just like living alone in the nursing home. Their families haven't seen them for a while. And sometimes there was this one instance, it was like 4th of July. There was this one resident, she was crying. She was crying. Um, Tapos yung kanyang kasama kasi sa room, the family came to visit on that day. And then when they left, yung resident na isa started crying. I'm like, what happened? Why are you crying? Because sabi niya, I just missed my family, Gene, because I saw the family of this resident, and I just wish they came to visit. So I'm like, wow. I'm like, parang, oh,
Na
wow,
ikaw
that's
yung
parang,
nasaktan, sir,
ouch.
'no? Para sa kanila
Ouch.
din.
Yeah. So I just consoled her, just talked to her. So I spent time with her, parang just to console her na parang, hey, you know what, things will be all right. I guess you're in a you're in a better place compared to other people. Na you're here, you're being taken care of, you have a roof under your head,
Agree.
yeah. So yun lang, may mga ganun na they would start to share when they feel comfortable. At the same time, you also feel na parang, wow, parang swerte pa rin na it's na I have a family that is like intact and all. So yeah.
Ayun. So, I think pinaka-impact 'no, sir, is yung pagiging thankful mo at the same time.
Mhm.
Realization when it comes to life pagdating sa mga elders natin or residents natin 'no. So, how would you rate your quality of life while working there in the United States? Like, what factors contributed to this? Especially, having your family there, appreciated by your, residents, and at the same time
Mhm.
is yung factors na thankful ka na, na nakapunta ka ng US with your family at the same time, you're thankful for that opportunity to be working there in the United States as an immigrant.
Mhm. Um, I think ano pa rin, ma'am, it's I guess it's just me. Parang it's just me that I'm every time na I get to think about na wow, I'm here in the US with my family. I always say to myself, na you know what, Gene, you have to be very grateful to this opportunity. And um whatever I can do also to give back, I try to do it as well, just to, parang just to share the blessings. And in terms of like the American US life or
Yes.
American life, it's it's very very fulfilling. Talaga, it's way fulfilling. Yun nga, that's why maybe why there are like marami sa atin would want to come here because of the quality of life that we can get if we just work hard, compared to I'm not belittling naman din no dyan sa atin, but like dyan
Iba pa
sa
rin
atin
yung
kasi
sa US.
iba.
Yeah, iba yung
Yeah,
quality of life.
even if we work hard there, yeah, you'll get to a point in some time, but dito kasi if you just work hard, you will really see the fruits of your labor. So I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful. Um, yeah, I just want like doing this now, ma'am. It's my way of like giving back
Yes.
to Grandison. Parang when Miss Jonah told me na, hey Sir Gene, can you like, yeah, sure, why not? So like it's my way of like sharing also to encourage din yung mga future nurses of Grandison. Hey, don't just hang in there. You'll be here soon. You'll be here soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much, Nurse Jean, no? So, at the same time, Nurse Jean, of course, since we've talked about your challenges there in the United States, paano niyo siya na-overcome? So, what do you think, so far on your first year there in the United States, what was your biggest achievement na or the fruit of your labor there in the United States?
Yeah. I think this apartment, I was able to like, nakakuha ko ng sarili na apartment, which is a big parang
Big
achievement
deal.
kasi nga with the yung nung sa nadaanan ko na route to get this
Yeah.
apartment. So I don't have to worry about like kung saan ako pupunta after work. So I have an own place now. And then another achievement is like being able to bring my son here, my family here, and he's in a good school right now. He's doing well. He's been really adjusting sa school. Swerte lang din ako because my son is so smart. So proud of him. He was getting like recognition sa school.
Wow! Congrats,
Yeah, yes.
sir.
I am very proud of that. Na my son is doing well in school, which I didn't really expect. But there were also a time na he had an adjustment then. Dito naman kasi yung nga sabi nga nila, I mean, you will always experience na mga things na hindi rin maganda, like bullying and all, but like
Yeah.
I just made sure that I'm there for my son to support him, just to But other than that, he's really doing well. He's yeah. He was even like recognized to be one of the top students in their school. So, um, yun yung isa sa mga achievements na parang I'm very proud of na I was able to bring him back because I really want him to like have a good life. I want him to to see where he was born. So yeah, I'm planning to bring him to Mississippi one of these days kasi doon siya pinanganak sa Mississippi. I'm planning to bring him back there so he would see where he was like he was where he was born. So yeah, it's this is it being here, mom is just a blessing. It's just overwhelming na parang feeling para you get to live a good life, you get to see your family have a good life. So yeah, what can you ask for?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow! So, congratulations on your son, sir, 'no? So, feeling ko baka na-e-enjoy niya na yung US. Kaya
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
natutuwa na siya medyo sa sa education there in the United States, 'no?
Mhm.
So, in God's time, we hope na madala mo siya sa Mississippi, 'no? So, siguro
Yes.
malaking achievement na siya, 'no? So, sir, above all our conversations for today is we would like also to ask in behalf of Grandison, what do you think yung need pa i-improve ng company namin? And
Mhm.
like especially when it comes to giving that opportunity sa mga nurses natin na papunta pa lang ng
Mhm.
US, sa mga nasa
Mhm.
pipeline na. And of course, for you nurses there na nasa United States. Like any
Mhm.
concerns or any issues? Ayan.
I think the ano lang ma'am, the biggest na parang hindi naman biggest but it's something it's a challenge is yung settling down, like getting an apartment.
Ah, okay.
It's really it's really hindi siya madali. So I don't know. I'm talking like
Yes,
based on my
on your
experience. I'm not sure. I'm not sure with the other nurses how they kung paano yung
right.
kanilang journey towards getting an apartment. But for me, um, the settling down, getting an apartment, it was a roller coaster. Kasi nga, I've applied a lot. Parang ang dami kong
Yes. Kasi
in-apply
parang
an apartment, but like every time they
para
see
kang
the credit
nag-a-apply sa
score,
trabaho.
yes, yes. Yeah, if every time they check on things, they would, oh, you know what, you haven't established your credit yet. We cannot, but like so, you'd be like, shoot, paano, what am I going to do? So I don't know if Grandison could come up with a I don't know with a plan or whatever just to start the settling process. Yeah, yeah, the 1 month's worth of like free accommodation with Grandison is really helpful na yun. It's really like a big help. But maybe if they could like um come up with a plan
When
like
it comes to the apartment
set
talaga,
yeah,
sir, 'no?
settling plan,
Yes.
apartment, kasi
Actually,
nga
yun talaga yung mahirap, sir. Especially sa
mhm,
previous interview ko din 'no, sir, kay Nurse Kevin. Hirap din talaga siya makahanap ng apartment. So, ayun talaga
yes,
siguro yung mahirap pagdating sa US, maghanap.
yeah.
Unlike sa PH, 'pag nag-post ka, "Looking for," makikita mo na
Uh,
agad.
yeah.
So, kailangan resourceful ka talaga tsaka
Mhm.
kailangan talaga ng tulong 'no?
Mhm. Kasi nga they would really look into a lot of things. Yun nga the biggest for me, the biggest was the credit score when they saw na I haven't established it yet. It's an automatic like turn down. I'm sorry, we couldn't like we cannot help you with the you didn't get the apartment or ganun. So you'll be like thinking na naman, what do I do? What's the
Yes,
next step for me? So yeah, it took me like a year. Well, to
yes.
to
Ayan.
really
So, thank you,
yeah.
sir, sa inyong suggestion at
Mhm.
ite-take note ko 'yan. Mahirap talaga maghanap ng apartment. So,
Mhm.
I think ayun yung pinaka-struggle, especially, nabibigay na kayo ng car loan assistance. So, what more pa if puwede naman kayong matulungan pagdating sa paghahanap ng apartment 'no?
I feel like mom, it would be easier if parang kasi it's if they're the ones who would like initiate it first and
Yes.
then si nurse na ang mag-take over.
Hmm,
After a couple of months siguro what yung initial kasi like getting the apartment itself yun yung challenge eh. But siguro if Grandison would step in, they'll be the one who would initiate the yung getting the
Application
apartment.
for the part.
Parang I don't think there will be a problem, and then yung transition along with whoever nurse is staying there. Yun na yun. They would be able to ano na settle like easily. So yeah.
Ayan. So, thank you so much, Nurse Jean. So, Nurse Jean, baka may gusto ka pa pong i-add before we end our interview for today's Grandison Espresso Lounge.
Um, to the future, siguro to the future Grandison nurses, whatever, wherever you are right now, if you're in the pipeline, if you're still there, if you're waiting for your interview, and for those who are here, we're already like working. Um, always keep in mind to be grateful, to be thankful. We're lucky na there are companies like this, like Grandison, who are willing to help to achieve our dreams, and don't take that for granted. Don't take that lightly, because if it's not for them, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. You would be considered in the pipeline. So um, just be thankful. And I know there's like parang swerte lang ako kasi during my time, the processing time was fast.
Yes.
I was even surprised. It took me like what 8 months, and I'm here now in the States. From start of my application until arrival here, it just took me 8 months. I'm like, whoa, that's like fast. But I know there's like may challenges ngayon in terms of yung
Visa
timeline ng
registration.
mga visas and all. But don't lose hope. Hang in there. You'll be here soon. Just take it one day at a time. It took me 10 years to be back. So hey, come on, don't be just lang, just keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. So yeah, everything will fall into place. So yeah, I guess that's it, ma'am.
All right. So thank you so much, Nurse Jean. And again, we would like to thank you for this opportunity, for giving us the time